Welcome to our next tutorial of Mesh Surface for Solidworks. When we have objects like this one, as I said earlier, we have red points on the corners if the U and V direction do not meet well. For example, here you have a four edges. This means that we can define the U and V flows, so everything is okay. But here, it's not the case. This is a boundary, so in this case, if I press OK and we look at the result, and if we explore, for example, with evaluate zebra stripes, you will notice that there is no continuity here. This is not good. This means that the surface is not suitable for processing and using in manufacturing, etc. So we need to do something about this. There are two ways. You can just duplicate this edge and try to rebuild, but in some cases this is not possible. So there is a button here which is called Repair Extraordinaries, which means these extraordinary points can be improved. And when you press, the software automatically inserts another ring here and makes these points internal. So this will keep actually the continuity and doesn't have this on the corners. So this option is quite useful and you must use it. I mean, when you see these red points at the end of your project, you always press this button to avoid these results. And as you can see now, when I press this and if I explore again with the zebra stripes, you will find out that now the continuity is improved and it's correct, and it's G2 continues everywhere except at the extraordinary points where we have heard G1 continuity, tangency. So this is about these repair extraordinaries. I hope this is useful. You can practice and avoid this. We will continue a bit more now to explore the last two general commands. One is called the smooth mesh. If I don't have anything selected, I can just press this button and it will smooth the mesh, and as you can see will generate a nicer and well distributed surface. The problem is that it changes the shape. If you see later on the mesh, this may deviate from the results and you may lose accuracy. So you compromise, you get a nicer and better surface, but you don't follow anymore the reference mesh. But so it's really up to you how to use this. I will just undo this for now. And probably what you may want to do is just to smooth specific areas. So I can just select an area here and say smooth. So I would like to say that the smoothing command works only on the selection if there is a selection, or it works on the whole mesh if there is no selection. For example, here I can just double click to select this edge chain and I can start practicing and smooth this edge only. As you can see, it just smooth only this edge here, so you have more control of how to get the best results. For example, I may get this chain and start smoothing only this area. So this gives you a lot of flexibility. And we would like to explore the last command, which is called the bridge selected edges. For this purpose, I will just duplicate these and make a few more here, and we'll hold the Alt key and we'll duplicate this. So now when I want to close, one way is I can just duplicate my edge here. Let's duplicate this and start closing this one with this one. But in some cases it's a bit tedious and it takes a lot of time. So what we have here with the control, I can select what you see, 3 edges. And if I have another chain with another 3 edges, we can use the bridge edges command. The bridge edge command takes, you must have 2 edge chains, like in this example. They can be either open or closed. it doesn't matter. But the only limitation is they must have the same number of edges. In this example, I will just use Control to unselect to demonstrate to you. In this case, we have 3 edges on the left side and 2 on the right side. And if I press bridge, they are not the same. So this command has this limitation. It's not universal. So you must have the same number of edges on the 2 sides in order to be able to use the bridge command. As you can see here, we managed to bridge. Now, it's a good example. I probably will repeat this again when we have other cases, when we do the real remodeling. But in some cases, you may end up with something which is called a 3-point hole here, like this example. And it's really hard to close because our surfacing requires 4 sides. And so there is no way for me to join these and to merge. So in these cases, what we recommend is that you actually select, for example, the shortest edge, you right-click, and you split. Because now I have 4 points, I'm able now to close my hole. And how can I do this? I can just hold the Alt key on this point and move it to the opposite one. As you can see now, I managed to close this gap here, and now I have a continuous surface. I will Control Z to get back to my 4 points hole. The other option is, when you have this, you just pick the 2 opposite points and then you can join together. This is also a solution and also will give you results. And there are different ways you can experiment. You can take the left and put it to the right, and you can see in this case we made a really bad here connection, which has a lot of connected points here. So you need to find yourself what is the best approach to close the 3-sided hole. I hope this video was useful. Thank you for watching.